Have we got a cause of death?
We're still not sure what went wrong.
Robert Slade's injuries were serious, but he was expected to make a full recovery.
Yeah. All right. I'll get on to the coroner's office, see if I can hurry them on the autopsy report.
Good luck with that.
Well, this is at least a manslaughter investigation now, so that should be enough to put a rocket under them.
Will you be working on the case?
I'll step away once I've briefed the detectives from the homicide squad. They might want to talk to you about Slade in the short time he was conscious. All right, I'll contact his next of kin.
Okay, thanks, Matt.
Thanks.
Georgia, you okay? You did your best to resuscitate him. There's no more you could have done. It's always tough when we lose a patient.
I'm okay, really.
Okay. Well, you know where I am if you need to talk.
Thanks. Actually, Karl, I do need to talk. Before he died, Robert Slade was trying to tell me something. He mentioned Mason Turner.
I don't understand. What happened?
I'll have to wait for the autopsy and the coroner's report to find that out.
But you saw him today. He was awake. Georgia said he was going to be okay.
I'm sorry, you were at the hospital?
I was in his room minutes before he woke up. I wanted to jog my memory about the night of the accident.
Okay, Georgia didn't mention that to me or to Matt.
She had her hands full with Robbo. Not that it's going to do me any favours when Matt hears that I was in his room unattended moments before he died.
The detectives from the homicide squad have taken over the investigation. Georgia's on her way to the station now.
Why? You said no one knows what happened.
Yeah, but there's been a development. Robbo spoke to Georgia before he died.
What did he say?
Oh, we ain't got out a couple of words. He said Mason did.
That is going to mean something, surely.
He went into arrest before Georgia could ask him what he meant, but she said he was upset and agitated.
A dying declaration that carries a lot of weight.
Well, this could change everything.
Yeah, particularly for Mason.
Detective Sergeant Ellen Crabb, and this is Detective Senior Constable David Oakley.
Matt Turner, please come through.
I understand your family has a history with the victim.
I'm sure my sergeant's briefed you. Fire away if you've got any questions.
I just wanted to put it out there, but if this is difficult for you...
It's not.
Okay then, great. So, walk us through it.
The deceased was last seen at a function at the university earlier in the evening. The 000 call came through at 1:34 a.m. The caller, female, refused to identify herself, and the number she called from was blocked.
So a passerby calls in the accident and moves on. It happens.
Did the door knock turn up anything?
No one saw or heard anything out of the ordinary. The one piece of physical evidence we do have, broken glass from an indicator light.
Any luck locating the collision vehicle?
We're working on it.
What about CCTV footage? The deceased phone, internet history?
I'm sure Senior Constable Turner's across all that.
We're chasing every lead available to us. It's all in here, including a full disclosure of the relationship between the deceased and my family.
It's obvious you've done a great job. We're grateful for the care that you've taken. Who's, Jared Rebecchi?
A local lawyer.
And what's his story?
He was at the same function as the deceased. They were having personal issues.
I'm sorry to interrupt. It's important.
This is Georgia Brooks, Robert Slade's attending nurse. What are you doing here?
Robert Slade said something before he died. It involves Mason.
Mason? Are we talking about your son, Senior Constable?
Karl said that George is down at the police station telling them what Robbo told her, and I wanted to let you know straight away.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate it.
I know that the police will probably ask you this later, but if you have any information about the accident, it would really help Jared out.
Sorry, I didn't even see Robbo that night.
Well, don't you think it's strange that he mentioned you, though?
Robbo did a lot of strange stuff.
Yeah, he left a lot of questions unanswered. I know on the face of it, it doesn't look good for you, but even so, Jared could still be in a lot of trouble, Mason.
Hey, we understand this must be really difficult for your family, but if Mason knew anything, he would speak up. What's going on?
I'll leave you to that.
There's been some news about Robbo. The doctors did everything they could. He's dead. Yeah.
It's simple. The delivery arrives as per our arrangement, or I find a new supplier. I thought you'd say that. Yes, I'll see you then. Thank you.
None of my business, of course, but you do have a home to go to.
Some staff called in sick, I'm afraid. But it's okay, I've apologised to my family.
I'm sure they'll understand.
Yes, well, they're incredibly supportive. Mind you, it's not easy getting the work-life balance right. No, I'm not even sure it's possible, actually.
Well, if you're looking for advice, I'd say put your family first. Every time. Not that I ever got the balance right. No, never even got close to it.
Jack Lassiter? Oh, God, I thought I was seeing a ghost. Hey.
Well, I might be getting on, but I'm not over the hill yet.
Last I heard, you were caught up in the mining boom.
Yeah, well, I moved on from that, but I don't want to let the grass grow under my feet.
So what brings you here, then?
Well, nostalgia, actually. Yes, I'm getting sentimental in my old age.
You should have told us you were coming.
No, I wanted to surprise you. But Therese settled me into my room. She's looked after me very well.
And the founder of the hotel checks in. You don't think it's worth a quick heads up?
I left a message with your assistant, but she said you weren't taking calls this afternoon.
I'm not looking for any special treatment.
Oh, come on. You built this place from the ground up. You're the reason we're all here.
Well, any business success I had on the way through, you can put it down to luck.
Oh, no, it wasn't luck. It was hard work, and it's no different now. Listen, I'm a bit tied up tonight, but can I show you around tomorrow?
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Excellent.
See you then. Yeah.
You're still in shock, right? There were moments when I could see someone else in Robbo. The person he was before he got so messed up. It's just so sad. No one deserves to die like that. You still haven't told me what you were doing the night of the accident. Is there something you want to tell me?
We made a pact.
And what if that doesn't feel right anymore?
I don't care how it feels. I thought we agreed we weren't going to talk about that night. Not now and not ever.
Fine, I won't say anything. But if Dad asks enough questions, I won't lie either.
It's been a weird 24 hours.
Yeah. I've had people die on the ward before, but I've never lost a patient while nursing them.
Are you okay?
It's part of the job.
But going to the cops about Mason, that's a whole other deal, right?
Well, the fact that Robbo mentioned Mason before he died, it might not mean anything.
Well, Sonya told me about your visit to the police station.
I can explain.
Georgia, you've just put Mason in the spotlight for manslaughter. There is nothing you can say that's going to make that better.
I didn't have a choice.
Come on, there's always a choice.
She'll calm down.
No, I don't blame her for being upset.
Do you regret talking to the cops?
I had to pass the information on.
Well, you could have let the investigation run its own course. You could have protected Mason, his family.
Hey, what about Toadie and our family? Like, if you had information that could help him, you'd pass it on. There is no way that I could just sit back and do nothing. I couldn't live with myself.
Well, Toadie's innocent. Hey, he'll be okay.
Yeah, of course he's innocent. But innocent people can still end up in jail. Someone has to know the truth about who ran Robbo down.
Well, there you go. You've had the grand tour. Well, you're running a fine establishment. The renovations have really paid off. It's a credit to you.
Ah, coming from you, that means a lot.
Ah, well, I might have kicked it off, but it takes vision and commitment to grow a company. Clearly, it has its rewards.
Oh, well, suits me living above the hotel, even if it does mean I'm on call 24/7.
What does your wife say about that?
No wife.
Huh? You and Gail?
No, we split years ago.
Oh.
But we're still friendly. Mostly. I mean, there's been other marriages as well, but I came to realise that permanent commitment's not really my strong point.
Oh, it takes effort. I haven't always looked after the people closest to me. I've put ambition first too many times.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, but it can fade. Take it from an old man. The love of family, friends, your life partner. Nothing else matters. Nothing even comes close.
Georgia, I'm really sorry about what I said last night.
Please don't apologise. Mason is your boyfriend and...
Yeah, but you're in a tough position and I get that.
Have you talked to Mason about what Robbo said?
No, I've hardly seen him since the accident.
Why? What's going on?
No, I think he's avoiding me. Or we're avoiding each other. I think that's the reason why I reacted the way I did last night, because of guilt, because of what's going on between us.
Are you having doubts about him?
I don't know what to think. I mean, any of us are capable of snapping. I mean, it just takes that one moment, you cross the line, and then things just happen.
Someone hit Robbo, they drove away and they left him lying there. That is not who Mason is.
Yeah, you're right.
Hi, Lauren. Just wanted to let you know that we found the car. It's been dumped out in the hospital car park. No, all good as far as I can see. No, no damage. Hey, Lauren, sorry. Can you just do me a favour? Can you just hold off on telling Mason for now? Yeah, okay. Talk to you soon. Bye.
It's great news, right?
I'm just glad you found her.
Please take a seat. Her?
Hermione.
I've got to get back to the office, so if we could get a move on with the paperwork, that'd be great.
That's why we got you down here. I'm afraid we'll be holding on to the car for now.
Why? What's the problem?
Glass from a broken indicator light. Found at the collision involving Robert Slade.
You think my car was involved?
Well, it's got a broken indicator, which could be coincidence, but we'd like forensics to take a look.
Do you recall if the light was broken before the car was stolen?
Imogen loves that car. You would have noticed if there was damage on it.
I don't know for sure, Mum.
But I've got this right. The key was stolen while you were at the photo exhibition.
My key?
Yeah, it was left in the car. Looks like the thief wanted to save you the expense of going to a locksmith. Oh, and by the way, did you know Robbo Slade?
I'm sorry, how's that relevant?
It's fine, Mum. We met a couple of times.
Not the most likeable guy.
He's a creep. The other day, he actually tried to hit on me.
You didn't tell me that.
It was no big deal. I shut him down.
Right, well, we'll be talking about that later when we get home.
And we'll let you go. Oh, there is one more thing. We need to confirm your whereabouts after you left the exhibition.
How does that matter?
Just a matter of ticking off the paperwork.
I went straight home.
And did you leave the house again?
No, she didn't. Is that it?
And the next day is when you realised the car had been stolen from outside the garage?
Yes, Imogen Willis told me.
And then you found out Mr. Rebecchi woke up in your car on Fairfax Road?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, right? Imogen went to pick up the car and it had been stolen again.
What are the odds? Let's go back. So what time were you home the night before?
I'm pretty sure I was home like 1-ish. You can check with my sister.
And before that?
Why is that relevant?
Well, we'd like to get a complete picture of the night.
Right. I was just hanging out at my girlfriend's place and then I went home.
And this is Kate Ramsay?
Mm-hmm.
Could you give us her number to check, just to be on the safe side?
Sure. Thank you.
Just one more thing. Why do you think Robbo Slade said what he did before he died?
Easy. Robbo hates me for turning him in over the attempted robbery.
You mean hated?
Right. Is that all?
Pretty much. Why don't you come through now and we can take an official statement?
Guys, I'm really busy. I got some other stuff I gotta do.
Well, if you can drop back in when you've got a minute.
Sure.
Mr. Turner, do you still have a key to your car?
Yeah, did you guys want to see it?
Oh, that won't be necessary. Thanks again for your help.
Sure. See you, Dad.
Yeah.
Seems like a nice kid.
Yeah. He went off the rails there for a while, and that's how he got caught up with Slade. But he's got a good job now, a girlfriend.
And you want to look out for your son. I understand. You have my word that whatever happens, I'll treat Mason fairly.
You call that working from home? You haven't moved since I got here.
You're going to get a detention if you're late back to class.
Yeah, well, do I look scared?
What's up?
Well, Robbo. What happens now that he's dead?
Well, whoever ran him down is now facing more serious charges, starting with culpable driving causing death. Don't worry, your old man will still be here when you get back from school.
How do I know that?
We haven't heard from the police, so that's got to be a good thing.
Yeah, well, are you just saying that to make me feel better?
No, seriously, if they had something, well, then they'd be on our doorstep right now.
Yeah, we can't keep thinking the worst is going to happen. We have to focus on the positives.
What, is that why Dad's hitting the books, you know, working on his defence?
When did you get so smart?
Well, I am a lawyer's son, remember? You know, just try and stay out of jail until I get home.
Love you.
Yeah, love you too.
What is this? Morey.
Yeah, it's Latin. For a dying person who's not presumed to lie.
What does that mean?
Means what Robbo said is admissible in court.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, if it's true. But what if this whole thing is about revenge? What if Robbo had a grudge against Mason? Whatever the truth is, whether I'm guilty or innocent of hurting Robbo, I'm going to have to fight to protect myself. I've got too much to lose.
Yeah, you too.
I knew Paul when he was starting out. He was a smart operator even then.
Oh, my giddy aunt. Well, then you'll know that he'll walk over anybody to get what he wants. And as for his ex-wives and girlfriends, how he has time to run a business, I don't know.
He seems a bit lonely to me, stuck up there in his ivory tower.
Well, whose fault is that? Still don't know your name.
Jack.
Oh.
Jack Lassiter.
Oh, as in...
Keep the change.
The smiling detective. She's gonna come after me, isn't she?
She might. Look, we'll organise a lawyer if necessary, but right now you need to be clear on your movements.
Dad, I was telling the truth.
So what stopped you giving your statement? And don't give me any garbage about having a lot on.
It's because I'm on probation. I'm afraid they're gonna take whatever I say and use it against me.
Well, putting off giving your statement only makes you look suspicious. They're gonna be checking your alibi and hounding you about that statement. Just get it over with. I'm gonna get back to work.
What the hell is going on? I just got a voicemail from a police detective asking me to give a statement.
Dad found Imogen's car. It was dumped out at the hospital. The police think it might have been used in the hit and run.
What does that got to do with you?
Nothing. But the detectives are very aware that things weren't great between me and Robbo. The thing is, I told them that I was here the night of the accident with you.
Why would you say that?
Because I didn't want to go to the exhibition, so I told Dad that I was spending time with you and I couldn't go and change my story for the detectives.
Yeah, except I was here alone that night. Where were you?
It's not a big deal.
Well, it is. To the police and to Toadie. Look, I could stop right now. I could stop asking you questions, but I have to know. Did you do it?